All right, 16. So again, to see how the logging in problem is serious, how much it is serious. Okay? I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes. Okay? A couple more minutes. Then I will start. Okay? I extended the due of the chapter case already. So by tomorrow you can submit it as the system recovered. Okay? All right. Then some students missed the class, then I will record this class. Then, as I usually do, okay, I will upload on my YouTube channel, so you can search the video and watch it. Okay, the makeup. So we have 16 students. Yeah, probably some students have a problem. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, technology make us more systematic, more and more systematic. So this system has a problem, then all the problem just boom. So systematic thinking and the technology both are blessing and cursing too. Okay, if anyone is sharing the account, so I can see your account here, but actually you are sharing your screen and the computer with your classmates. Anyone is doing like that? Okay, probably Jack and Spence. Okay, good, great. All right, Evan is a Spence with a Spence. Okay, Evan is lagging. Okay, all right. So we have almost students. Okay, it's good. It's good. It's no problem to have the class today. Okay. All right. So thanks God, it's a Monday. All right, it's a new Monday. So the last time we did the simulations, right? So these are practice rounds. So you are getting familiar with the game. Okay, you're ready to enjoy it. Okay? I hope so. And this time we will start a new chapter. Okay, we will start a new chapter. Okay, chapter 4. Very interesting topic. Very interesting topic. Technology. All right, technology. So we're gonna talk about that. Okay, chapter 4. Okay. So, are you ready? Any problem to proceed to go to this new chapter? Any question, comment? So everyone's ready? Please say yes. All right, great. All right, let's go. So we want to talk about technology, right? Firms' intellectual assets and moving beyond a firm's tangible resources. Okay? I briefly talked about this point in the previous classes. Why business people crazy about technology? We talked about that, right? Why? Anyone? Why business people are crazy? They are really like crazy about technology in international business. Why? We talked about that. Anyone?
I think it makes it can make a lot of those processes easier, I think. And so it can kind of ease up the workload potentially on businesses. It can make things a little bit more streamlined and easier to keep track of.
Exactly. In other words, technology reduce costs, increase product differentiations, and create competitive advantage. Okay. Usually, think about that. Your cost and product differentiations co-move. move in the same directions. If you reduce cost, how about the your product? Probably the quality of product differentiation reduced too. Okay. If you increase your product differentiation, your cost will increase. So come move. Okay? This is general pattern you can see. Okay? But technology is different. Technology reduce cost, increase product differentiations at the same time. At the same time. That's why people are crazy about this technology. Okay? You can increase the gap, the value. Then you have competitive advantage. That's why people are crazy about the technology. You should keep in this mind. Okay? This is why people use the technology. Okay. All right. Let's go. All right. I just want to make sure your schedule. Okay. So we are talking about chapter 4, and then we are going to continue. Okay. So next meetings, okay, chapter 5 and 6, business level and corporate level strategies. These two chapters are central, the central idea of strategy meeting. The most important topics, chapter 5 and 6. Okay. And also, we talked about this. Okay. 2 chapters, then you are ready to apply your simulation with the concepts discussed during the class. Okay. So we are going to talk about business level strategy. There are many things you can apply these concepts into the simulations. Okay. So we'll talk about that. All right. So schedule, we are exactly on the schedule, which is the same as on the syllabus. Okay. So if you have any problem with the schedule things, okay, please consult with your syllabus. Okay? And this is the scores. Okay? You evaluate your presentations. Okay. So team 1, 4.93 out of 5. Team 2, 4.8, and so on. Okay. So team 3 is 4.87. Team 4, 4.87. Team 5, 4.6. Great. Okay. All right. All of these scores are great. All right. So you evaluate your presentations. Okay. So next time we will have the same format of evaluations. So, all right. Keep up the good work. This is the distribution of your exam 1, the first exam. Okay. Out of 31, okay, average is 28.88, almost 29. It's a great. It's a great. And standard deviation is 2.51. So no problem at all. Okay. These numbers shows your performance is very high. Okay. As a whole group. Okay. And the distribution is very narrow. Okay. Then it says there are a lot of very high level of competition. Okay, for better grade. Okay, so you should keep in mind. Okay, the absolute number just 28, 29. Think about that. 28, 29 is just average. Okay, out of 31. So the highest level of competition for better grade among you. So you should know this. Okay. All right. Any question, comment so far? Okay. Then, all right. Let's try one case. Okay. So chapter 4 one case. Okay. So see quiz. You can visit. This is fun. So chapter 4 one case is and what time is it? 2:12:11. So I'm gonna give you 10 minutes again. Okay. So 2 will be 21. 1 p.m. All right, so one case is available now. Please visit Canvas and then try it. Okay. then we want to discuss the quiz afterwards. If you have any problem with the one quiz, let me know. I'm gonna mute my microphone for your test. Not test, this is just very casual quiz. Yeah, all right. Many students are already done. So Evan is done. So anyone needs more time? All right, Mary's done. Okay, so let's talk about that. All right, very simple story, but very strong influence. Okay, technology. Number one, in the current economy, reliance on three traditional financial statements, we know this: income statement, balance sheet, and the statement of cash flow has increased. True or false? So three traditional financial statements, reliance on them, increase or not? It's false, right? Preston says it's false. Why? Why not? Preston? Anyone? Why not?
Because it's been people have been relying on them for a long period of time, not just now.
All right, a long period of time. So this traditional financial statements are just, the past. All right, the past. So probably in the long term, we need better measures. Okay, it makes sense, Jeff. Any other point? Very close. Any other point? This is one of the key points we need to talk about in this chapter. So why not? What is the problem of this? Three traditional financial statements. Why? Financial statements. What problem do they have? So think about that. These financial statements actually do not precisely and correctly evaluate the assets. What assets? Technological assets, intellectual assets. Yeah. But these days, more and more organizations actually, the assets of technology is getting more and more important, right? Getting more and more important. So without the evaluation of technology, we cannot discuss. We cannot have a good sense about the value of the. So think about that. Tesla, right? Tesla. Without evaluating their technology in a precise and correct way, how can we discuss the value of Tesla? But think about that. These financial statements, traditional financial statements, okay? Actually, financial statements do not have a good function to evaluate the value of technology. That is a problem. That's why more and more people use other measures to evaluate the value of fund. Okay, so That's why the reliance on the three traditional financial statements is getting, has decreased actually. Make sense? You with me? Okay. So everyone's clear, right? So this is the one of the central notions in this chapter. Okay. So technology is getting more and more important. Okay. So number 2, the creation of new knowledge involves the continual interaction of explicit and tacit knowledge. True or false? That's true, right? That's true. So what is the explicit? What is the tacit knowledge? Anyone? Anyone can distinguish this? What is the explicit and what is the tacit knowledge? You can type it. You can say it. Okay.
Explicit knowledge is it's knowledge that is like you can easily reproduce it and like it's distributed throughout the company, where tacit knowledge is the knowledge of, I guess, what the employees in general, like what in their minds, I think is what it said.
Great. All right, great.
Like based off their experiences.
So explicit knowledge, okay, just says explicit knowledge is easily codified. Okay? So it can be transferred very easily. But tacit knowledge is not, because tacit knowledge is usually in where they are located in. People. All right? Person. So it is not easy to transfer. Okay? That's why in this chapter we talk about people, human capital, and social networks. Okay? So in this chapter we talk about technology. Okay? Then we talk about human capital, and the network of human capital is the social networks. We want to talk about these 3 topics. That's why we talk about technology and this human being and social networks. Okay? All right, good. Number 3, the 360-degree evaluation and feedback system addresses many of the limitations of traditional approaches to evaluating human capital. See, we are talking about human capital. Why we care about human capital? Because human capital has tacit knowledge. All right. Then, using this tacit knowledge, human capital has a performance. Okay. How to evaluate it? Okay. This is a new trend of evaluation and feedback system. 360-degree evaluation and feedback system. What is that? Anyone? What is the 360-degree evaluation feedback system? What is that, simply speaking? What is it? The 360-degree evaluation and feedback system.
Isn't it just kind of a where pretty much everybody part of the organization, whether it be colleagues, superiors, and then even customers outside the company will evaluate the person?
Good point. Okay. So, any other point? Any other comment? So in the traditional system, evaluation system, actually both, you both evaluate your performance. That's it. Okay. But think about that. People just hey, stop there. Actually, my performance is not just it should not be evaluated only boss. Okay? My boss has its own perspective, but my customers, okay, my value chain, the contributors, my stakeholders, they have their own perspectives. Okay? So we need to expand. Okay? We need to expand this evaluation system. That is 360-degree evaluation feedback system. So many people around you actually evaluate your performance. Okay? This is 360-degree evaluation and feedback system. Okay. All right, good. So this is about human capital. And workforce, number 4, workforce that reflect demographic change will become more homogeneous over the next few decades with regard to gender, race, ethnicity, and nationality. True or false? This is false, right? Okay. More and more diversified. More and more diversified. Okay. So it is pretty obvious. More and more diversified. Number 5. Unique bundles of resources can contribute to employee competitive advantage. Yes, it's true. Okay, it's true. Unique bundles of resources can contribute to employee competitive advantage. Okay, so this is very important for you yourself. Think about that. Okay, think about that. We are talking about corporation, but you yourself, you are the minimum unit in the job market in your future career. All right. So you should have a competitive advantage too. Yeah? In the market. Yeah? You're seniors, right? So how to have your competitive advantage? Same thing. This is just the same perspective that look at the human capital. Reduce cost, increase product differentiations. Then you have a competitive advantage. Okay? How to reduce cost, how to increase product differentiations. You need to have unique bundles of resources. Okay? Then you have competitive advantage. Okay? So you need to think about that. Very fundamental ideas to increase your value in the job market. Okay? All right. Number 6. Yes, we talked about human capital a little bit. And social network. Social network is very simple. Just network of people. Okay? So social network analysis can be used to help identify groups or clusters of individuals that comprise the network individuals who link the clusters and other network members. Yes, that's true. Okay? So a line and node. Okay? Line and nodes are used to show this social network analysis. Okay? Very interesting ones. Okay? An emerging trend to analyze social network. Okay? So we want to see it. Okay? Number 7, the management of intellectual property involves, besides patents, contracts with a confidentiality, yes, and non-compete clauses, yes, copyright and development of trademarks. Yes, that's true. There are multiple types of intellectual assets. Okay, not just patents. Okay, not just patents. Okay. Number 8. All right, this is very interesting concept. Dynamic capabilities. Dynamic capabilities include the ability to sense and seize new opportunities, generate new knowledge, and reconfigure existing assets and capabilities. Yes, true. All right. So, simply speaking, dynamic capabilities are very simple concepts. Some organizations are successful, some organizations are not. Why? Because successful organizations actually can, the radar, the environmental change, and they can have seize new opportunities, and then develop these opportunities. Then they become successful organizations. These are dynamic capabilities. All right, these are dynamic capabilities. So organizations that have high level of dynamic capabilities are highly likely to be successful. Okay? Dynamic capabilities, the ability to sense and seize new opportunities, nice. Generate new knowledge, nice. And reconfigure existing assets and capabilities, nice too. All right, so in chapter 4, technology, intellectual assets, okay, we are talking about technology, all right, technology, and human capital, and social capital. 3 important topics, and some other concepts. That's it. Okay, that's it. All right, so any question, comment about Womo keys? It's not clear or whatever. Any question, comment? All right, if you don't, please say no. Make sure. Okay, great. So let's move. Let's move. Okay, so learning objectives. Okay, so we are talking about technology, human capital, social capital, and technology gain. That's it. That's it. Okay, so we already talked about most topics in chapter 4. Chapter 4. All right, chapter 4. Okay, let's move. Look at this. This is a very important topic, but your textbook, okay, doesn't mention about that. So that's why I want to briefly talk about this one. Okay, but look at this boy. Look at this boy. What is he doing?
He's dragging the wheel behind him.
Okay, what does it look like, Evan?
Kind of like a jug.
Yeah, it's a water bottle actually. Water jug. Yeah. So you can see this shapes a tire, like a tire, but it has a lid here. So it's a full of water tank. Okay. A rope, and he's pulling down. Okay. Right. Probably you have a sense about this. So think about that in the African, village in Africa. All right. Actually, this boy is happy now, but he was not so happy because he had to work. Just one way, 2 hours to have some water. It was a big burden of his life for his family. 2 hours work to have a bucket of water. Just one trip, just one way. All right, so round trip, 2 hours, 4 hours working. Then actually MIT professors developed this. Okay, this is the invention of MIT. All right, the rope and tire shape, water bucket, and lid. Okay, now he can pull it down this water bucket. Okay, then he can save a lot of energy, a lot of time. Okay, so this is a good example of appropriate technology. All right, appropriate technology. So when you think about the technology, usually people think about the very fancy and expensive technology, but actually it's not. Technology can be anything. If you reduce anything, you reduce costs, increase product differentiations, and create competitive advantage, then it is a technology. Okay. So in this village, there's no power, there's no gas There's nothing. Okay. How can you use a fancy technology? Okay. No way. Okay. This is exactly appropriate in this setting. Okay. This is an appropriate technology. So think about that. James Bond, 007, and you know this guy, Angus MacGyver? Anyone knows it? It's a very old movie, old TV series. Preston, please tell us who this guy is. MacGyver.
I haven't seen a lot of them, but I've seen a little bit where it's just this guy that is super innovative in the way he thinks about how he addresses problems, and the way he like fixes the problem is very like creative and out of the box kind of thinking.
Yeah, he doesn't use any fancy technology. He's just using anything around him and solve the problem. Okay, so it's not like a James Bond. James Bond is supported by big, huge foundations, and he's rich, but this approach is quite different. So I just want to make sure, I just want to emphasize this. Okay, we need a MacGyver. Okay? Sometimes we need a fancy technology, expensive technology. Okay, but in most cases in our job, we need a MacGyver. Okay, you can use anything around you. Then you can develop your own technology too. Okay, there will be effective and efficient. Then it is appropriate technology. Appropriate technology, right? So this is a big trend, okay, in the management field. But the textbook doesn't mention about that. So that's why I emphasize this. Okay? All right, interesting? Okay. All right. Then, all right. We have on 8 minutes. So please use 8 minutes to discuss this. Okay? Then we are going to talk about this case for the next time. But so I'm going to create breakout rooms for your discussions. Then okay, you are now join with your team to discuss this case, your case. Okay. Then probably we don't have enough time to talk about this case as a whole group. So the your team discussion is done, and you can free to go. Okay. But before going, okay, please discuss these 2 questions. Next time you're gonna talk about this. Okay. Please go ahead.
You are currently the only person in this conference.